Dear colleagues, I'd like to start my topic with the decision of the German Bundestag, German Parliament, about announced how the Ukraine was a story in the 13 years of the 20th century as the Golodomor. Golodomor, the Hungry period. This is a story as said, as explained, German parliament memberships of parliament is about have a signs of the genocide. I must to tell Stalin's regime wanted to the weak Ukraine population and in period of the preparing before the Second World War and to have a money to sell grain abroad for the industrialization. And but it's very was became bad for the Soviet Union in the 1941 due to the population became have hate to the Soviet power communist regime, and certainly Soviet army, Red Army, have not support of the population in Ukraine. The first part of my topic will be situation after the enter G7 and G7, USA, Canada, and Australia about the floor oil prices. And today in the morning in the Asian Stock Exchange, oil prices for the Russian oil was about 79 per barrel, and certainly the flow is was very correct. And certainly the Asia market as a separated, or in the this is a story, and certainly the asset media right now India have biggest investment potential into the Europe and the poorest country. So it need to use in the industrialization for the poorest country with the and the local power authorities must be involved in this process for the Asian capital, including even Vietnam, not only Indonesia, China, Taiwan, South Korea, Japan, and also India. And certainly Australia, I could not forget. So this is a very biggest potential for the investment, and certainly nobody have a dream in this is process. This is a very important due to the after the pandemic story, and certainly the investor capital will be a play game with the story in the recovery economy after the pandemic period. Before the second part of my topic, I'd like to tell how the Vladimir Putin have a trip today in the Crimea beach. Totally, the theme of Stroital gas have a must mistake with the build. This is the biggest infrastructure object in the Europe, maybe even in the world. And thanks this attack or the Crimea Bridge. Also with the coordination with the destroyed with the means HIMARS Antonov Bridge via Dnieper River. So the Russian ZN forces must be left and remains the right bank of the Dnieper Certainly, and today, certainly this is was the base for the biggest rocket attack for the destroy of the electricity infrastructure in Ukraine. This is another story. This is the war, as you see, have a controversial situation. If you remember, the Russian ground forces have not biggest interest to the attack or the Ukraine forces, but Russian rocket forces, which have a defense by the biggest distance for the answer, with the bravest attack of Ukraine infrastructure or objects, with civilian significance. Meanwhile. And the last the winter period, due to both forces have to do the reserve of the military ammunition. Have not biggest struggle. According to the data, military intelligence and media sources, so the winter in the Ukraine theater as the war actions would not very big struggles. But as you see, dear spectators, the distance battle will be very almost told nice, will be very terrible and maybe horror rather than. And the last topic of today, Vladimir Zelensky reported how the Monday Ukraine anti-rocket defense rejected biggest Russian rocket attacks of the Ukraine infrastructure. Russian forces launched about 50 rockets for the defeat of Ukraine critical infrastructure objects, and mostly Ukraine forces reject of it. For example, in Zaporozhye, Nikolaev and rather than Sumskaya Oblast. According to the report of the Vladimir Zelensky, have sufficient anti-air, anti-rocket defense. I think enough for today. Bye.